Hey everyone, it's Enjoy English School. I'm Chris Gorski.
I'm Antony.
Today is April 14th and we're on pages 30 and 31 today. It's the book club article. It's day 2 of The Wild Robot.
Yeah, 没错，我们今天要继续介绍我们昨天所介绍的荒野机器人 The Wild Robot。各位也要知道哦，它事实上它是目前的话，其实除了是第一部之外，还有第二部叫做就是机器人逃跑了，类似像这样子的一个主题哦，所以它不只是一本书而已。
That's right. In fact, our author today, Peter Brown, is not just our author, our writer. He is also an artist. He got the idea for The Wild Robot while he was practicing drawing technology and nature together. And then one day, he drew a robot in a tree, and that made him think of all these ideas that became The Wild Robot.Yeah,
没错，所以这个 Peter Brown 呢，当初他是怎么样发想出这个故事的呢？他其实本身是一个插画家，他常常会去画这个自然的东西，然后还有机器的东西啊。然后有一天，他突然发现到说，他好像画了一棵树，然后树里面呢有一个这个机器人，好，于是就慢慢酝酿出了这个想法，慢慢产生了这个故事。
Let's get ready for our story and then paragraph
1.The Wild Robot. In The Wild Robot Escapes, Peter Brown continues the story of Roz the robot. In this sequel, Roz meets humans for the first time. At the end of the first book, Roz is removed from the island and transported to a farm. The owner has her manage the farm activities and fixes machines. With her advanced programming, this is an easy assignment for Roz.She can communicate with the farm animals, but she misses her wild animal friends on the island. She is always asking for information from migrating birds, and she gives them messages to send to her friends. Roz also begins to learn about the human world from the owner of the farm and his children. Her human-like personality makes her unusual to most people.So she learns to hide it from those that she doesn't trust. She is loyal to the farm, and she works hard, but she is always dreaming of escape. In this second part of the story, we see the human world through a robot's eyes. In the age of artificial intelligence, it is interesting and important to consider what might happen when robots live among
us.All right, let's jump right in to our extremely long first paragraph. No, wait, it's really short. In The Wild Robot Escapes, Peter Brown continues the story of Roz the robot.
OK, 我们来看一下第一段啊。这个第一段的话，就是刚刚最开始我讲过的，它不只是一本书而已，这是第二本书 In the Wild Robot Escapes。好，就是指荒野机器人大逃亡的就是第二部曲哈。Peter Brown continues the story of Roz the robot. 好，他继续去讲 Roz 机器人它的故事。
Let's continue. In this sequel, Roz meets humans for the first time.OK,
所以这个地方我们看到一个重要的字汇叫做 sequel。sequel 的意思，它就是指续集。在这部续集里面 ，OK, Roz 我们的机器人呢 meets humans for the first time. 它是第一回首度的碰到了人类。
Now, because we're talking about nature, we feel like these humans 比较像是动物的感觉。So we're going to say humans. We could say people.But when we say people, there's more culture 的感觉，文化的感觉。So I like the word human here.
Yeah, 所以在这里的话，你想想看，相较于其他的 animals， 那这边如果提的是 humans， 感觉像是碰到一个新的物种，它跟这个新的物种又会有什么样的冲突，或者是有什么样的火花，有什么样惊奇的发生呢？所以这里的话，如果你提到用 people 也是可以，但是 people 比较偏向文化的层次，那 human 用这个字的话 ，humans 代表是比较偏向人类，把它当成一个物种来看待。
Underline the word sequel. That means part 2, part 3, just like Anthony said. But there's another word we can say called prequel. P-R-E-Q-U-E-L. A prequel, it means before the first story happened. So we have movie 1, movie 2, movie 3. 可能第四部 is 比第一部的还要早。So 第一部这个故事来自哪里？ So probably most famous were like
The Lord of the Rings.
That's right, The Hobbit.
The Hobbit.
Or maybe the Star Wars prequels. Maybe, what else would people know?
我自己觉得像老师刚刚提到的两个，第一个就是这个魔戒，对不对？他是先播了1、2、3之后才去播映这个前面哈比人前传或者是星际大战等等。
That's right. I feel like there should be Marvel ones too, but I can't think of any right now. Okay, well anyways, that's it for paragraph 1. Let's get ready for paragraph 2. All right, welcome back to Enjoy English School. We're looking at pages 30 and 31. We're on the wild robot escapes. This is day 2. Let's start paragraph 2. At the end of the first book, Roz is removed from the island and transported to a farm.
OK， 我们来看一下第二段这个地方，它的开头还帮我们做一些前情提要哦。在这个地方，他就说 ，at the end of the first book， 在第一部《荒野机器人》这里面呢的结尾的地方，好，他就说 ，Roz is removed from the island， 好，他就从荒岛上被移到什么地方呢 ？From the island and transported to a farm， 他被运到一个农场里头。
Oh, so First, Peter Brown writes the first book and then sets up book 2, gets book 2 ready. And I think if the people that made this book, the publishers, read this, they said, oh, I want to see what happens next. I think Peter Brown was very smart setting this up like that.
说不定他自己在设计的时候，他已经先想好说第二段要讲这样，然后第一段他说会让大家很期待第二集后面会有什么新的发展。
That's right. Let's continue. The owner has her manage the farm activities and fix his machines. That doesn't sound nice.
OK， 所以说他说 the owner, I think the owner of the farm， 好，所以这个农场主人呢 has her manage， 好，这边特别注意一下，如果说今天 have someone do something， 这个地方的这个 have 或者这边的 has 指的是这个实义动词，如果你叫人家去做什么事情的话，你就要讲 have somebody。然后后面接原形动词，叫他去做 ，OK？ 在这里的话，农场的主人呢，就叫这个我们的主角 Roz has her manage the farm activities， 去管理整个农场 and fix his machines， 顺便帮他修理一下机器。
With her advanced programming, this is an easy assignment for Roz. This is an easy job for someone so sophisticated, so advanced.
所以在这边的话，你看到 with her advanced programming， 因为这个 Roz 它机器人它本身的是那种精密的科技，对不对 ？Advanced 代表就是比较厉害的、进阶的，或是非常非常尖端科技的那种感觉。它的这个它能够做的东西，对他来讲修理机器小菜一碟，对不对 ？This is an easy assignment for Roz， 对他来讲太简单了。
Easy as pie. So I said another word, sophisticated. This means advanced. Sophisticated is S-O-P-H-I-S-T-I-C-A-T-E-D, sophisticated. The opposite of advanced and sophisticated is simple, S-I-M-P-L-E.
没错，所以 simple 的话是代表简单的，然后比较初阶的。但如果你用 advanced， 好，比较先进的，或者是老师刚刚讲的 sophisticated， 比较复杂、比较精密的，都可以使用来表达机器或者是 technology 这个科技的程度。
Let's continue. She can communicate with the farm animals, but she misses her wild animal friends on the island. This breaks my heart.
没有错。所以你看到这句话的时候，你会觉得，如果你是 Roz 的话，你应该会有点感觉，对不对？他说 ，She can communicate with the farm animals。她呢是可以跟这些农场的动物可以互相沟通的。But she misses her wild animal friends on the island。但她就很想念当初在那些荒岛上教她怎么样生存下来，那些非常好的同甘共苦的那些好朋友。
Yeah, I would think that the wild animal friends.They maybe are afraid of humans. They're afraid of people. But farm animals are used to people. Farm animals rely on, they need the humans, they need the people to help take care of them. So probably their personalities and the way they think would have to be different.
Yeah, 所以说在这里老师提到一个非常棒的一个观点哦。所以如果说想想看，那些荒岛上的这些动物，他们比较会怕人类。可是住在这些农场上的这些动物，它是要靠着人类生存，他们根本不怕人。They are used to humans. be used to something 就是指很习惯于什么东西，他们天天要靠人家喂，所以呢，可能在这个农场上这些动物的想法跟荒岛上的动物可能会是不太一样的。
Let's continue. She is always asking for information from migrating birds, and she gives them messages to send to her friends. And these birds are wonderful. Thank you for doing that. That's a very nice, kind thing to do. It's a kind gesture from these birds.
Gesture 的意思就是通常本来的意思指的手势，但是 gesture 的话也可以是一些作为。That's a nice gesture. 哦，你这样做真的很棒，给人感觉很好。在它的拼法是 G-E-S-T-U-R-E gesture. 好 gesture 这个字的话可以学起来。所以这句话就说了 She is always asking for information from migrating birds. 好，这些候鸟们来来回回的时候，他就问他说，我那个荒岛上的朋友怎么样？他们都还好吗？这样子这种感觉。然后呢 and she gives them messages to send to her friends. 那你帮我跟他说，我很想他们，那种感觉，好窝心哦。
还好，你记得那个昨天的那个鸟的故事？
Yeah.
Like the hawk is nearby, he's like, ah! And everybody flies away. Like, hi how, right? Because now the other birds will fly to Roz and they can help her. Right? As long as no mean old jays are nearby. All right, with that, let's take another quick break. And when we come back, we'll finish up our story in paragraph 3. Hey, it's Enjoy English School, and we're back with The Wild Robot. We're on day 2. We're on paragraph 3. Let's begin. Roz also begins to learn about the human world from the owner of the farm and his children.
那个 Ross 的话，你可以看到他上一段讲到说，他跟这个农场里的这些动物也处得很好，也会说他们的语言，对不对？现在这一段他讲到说 Ross also， 所以这个 also 就很有道理了。前面他动物他也可以沟通，人的部分他也会学习。所以 Ross also begins to learn about the human world from the owner of the farm and his children。所以这里的话，他会学着从农场主人和他的孩子身上学到许许多多跟人类世界有关的事物。
There are a lot of stories that have robots or aliens and even children that look at people, that look at humans and kind of, they was a peeping, but they study the way humans are and say, oh, isn't this strange? The robot, because the robot is not a person, can look at things we do and say, oh, that's weird. Maybe you and I think it's normal, but it's like, oh, wait, 事实上 it is a little strange.
没有错。甚至我记得我小的时候，有时候看到大人这些行为举动，他说，你要有机会我们再碰面啊，但是他们都不留电话，然后也不讲说什么时候碰面，那样真的是要碰面吗？我还知道说，原来他们是讲客套话，不是真的要做。所以其实不管是小孩也好，或者是这个异形也好，或者是机器人也好，都会去观察人类的某些行为，然后去想说，他们会这样做。
Let's continue here. Her human-like personality makes her unusual to most people, so she learns to hide it from those that she doesn't trust.
哇，所以在这里的话，机器人你看很厉害，对不对？ Her human-like personality makes her unusual to most people. 好，他就说 human-like personality， 他这种像人一样的这种个性呢，个性上面 makes her unusual to most people. 大家应该人说，这是机器人，怎么还有七情六欲的感觉？他还认得你，还跟你交朋友，变得比较友善等等，就像人一样，让他变得在大家眼中比较不一样。Unusual 就是与众不同的那种感觉，对不对？ So she learns to hide it from those that she doesn't trust. 所以说今天他会学习对于不认识或是不信任的人，还会去藏着一些资讯，不让那些人知道。
So yesterday we learned the phrase gain somebody's trust, and we said that Roz was activated by the otters, and then the otters were frightened, they swam away, and then she lived on this island and she gained the trust of the animals. Here we see the opposite. She has not given her trust to the humans. The humans have not gained her trust.
没错，我们这个昨天的时候有提到说，他刚开始被这个海獭给启动了之后，海獭就吓跑了。他是透过努力，慢慢得到人们的这个动物们的信任。好了，现在他既然来到了这个人类的社会，他也学习到说 ，OK， 我呢是透过时间去得到别人信任的。可是这些人他刚来的时候，我也不晓得你到底是好人还是坏人，他也没有那么容易的把他自己的信任交给对方，就 give her trust。好，所以在这里的话，刚好就看到一个相反的情况。
Yeah, I unfortunately I can't remember. I keep trying to think of it. There was an idiom, a chenyu, that I heard. I think it's from India, and it says like an alligator smiles, but you know an alligator, you can't trust it. An alligator will eat you and kill you. We know that, and so in some ways, an alligator is better than a person.The alligator is smiling, but you know this is not a friendly smile. A human can smile to you and you don't know. Are they kind or are they terrible? And it's only later you get to learn this. And it's kind of a tricky thing. And again, because Roz is a robot, she has to understand humans are not simple. They are complicated. They are advanced.
没错，所以老师刚刚提到一个，他说可能是来自印度的谚语，就是说，当你看到一只鳄鱼在对你笑的时候，你知道它是在对它的食物笑，对不对？你知道它要吃你，所以它的笑，你至少辨认说，哦，它不是真的要笑。可是当一个人对你笑的时候呢，你不知道他是真心对你好，还是笑里藏刀，所以其实是比较困难的。跟人相处的话，需要更多的计算，缜密的计算。
That's right. You can understand a crocodile. You don't want to be eaten, but you can understand a crocodile, and that makes it easy.Humans are not so easy.
没错。
Let's continue here. She is loyal to the farm and she works hard, but she is always dreaming of escape.
Yeah, 所以接下来要告诉你了 ，She is loyal to the farm. 她呢对这个农场跟农场主人呢是忠心耿耿的，她就做好她的工作，对不对 ？And she works hard. 工作也非常努力 ，but she is always dreaming of escape. 但她总是想着说，哎，如果有一天能离开这里，回到荒岛去找她的朋友，那该有多好。
This makes me think of the phrase to make the best of a bad situation. So when we make the best of a bad situation means we know the situation is not good, but we still want to try to make it good because maybe something better can happen after that. I think when you're young, it's kind of hard to understand this. When you're older, you can sometimes you know right now it's 比较痛苦，未来会更好。You want to make the best of a bad situation.
Make the best of a bad situation， 意思就是在一个很困难的环境，想办法让自己能够过得下去，做出最好的利用。在最糟的情况下做出最好的利用，这是一个学问。可能年轻的人听到这句话说还不是很了解，但慢慢你会知道说生活中很多无奈，在无奈之中你能找到一个最舒适的环境跟位置，然后期许后面会更好。
Let's continue here. In the second part of the story, we see the human world through a robot's eyes.
好，再来我们看这个地方，他说 ，In this second part of the story， 就是 in the sequel， 好，在第二集荒野机器人大逃亡的过程当中呢 ，we see the human world through a robot's eyes。如果你今天要说是透过机器人眼睛去看待我们的这个人类的世界，平常我们因为自己就过着平常的生活，习以为常了。可是你透过不同的人去观察一些事情的时候，哦，那会是不一样的观点。
In the age of artificial intelligence, AI, it is interesting and important to consider what might happen when robots live among us.
OK， 最后他的结论就讲说了 ，In the age of artificial intelligence， 或者是老师刚刚讲的 AI， 就是人工智慧，身处在人工智慧的年代 ，it is interesting and important。好，后面这件事情呢，又很有趣，而且又很重要。什么很重要呢 ？To consider what might happen when robots live among us。好，当我们今天身处人类世界里面，其实还有很多的机器人跟我们同处在这个环境里头的时候，到底会发生什么事情？需要去知道，需要去了解，需要去考虑。
Now, before we get to vocab review, we want to ask you the question. If you were Roz, would you want to stay on the farm with the humans, or would you escape back to your home island? Tell us what school you're from. Tell us where you are. Tell us what you think. We want to hear down below in the comments.
没错，所以说可以的话，你想想看，如果你是 Ross 的话，你到底会留在这个农场呢，还是逃亡呢？好，逃回去这个荒岛呢？你会怎么做呢？赶快在我们下面留言一下，好，告诉我们你的想法，这样会非常有趣哦。
All right, let's get ready for vocab review. All right, it is time for vocab review. Our first verb today is to transport something to a place.
To transport something to a place 就是把什么东西运送到什么地方。
Next, we have a noun, an assignment.
An assignment 就是一项任务，好，或者是说 assignment 可以是一个作业。
Next, we have our verb to communicate.
To communicate 就是与什么人沟通 we say communicate with 什么什么人。
Next, we have unusual.
Unusual 这是一个形容词，意思就是比较罕见的。
Next, we have to hide something from somebody.
To hide something from somebody 就是不让人家知道什么事情。
Number 6, we have another adjective, loyal.
Loyal or be loyal to 好，就是指对什么忠心的意思。
Next, we have the phrase, through somebody's eyes. In our story, we said through a robot's eyes.
没错 ，through somebody's eyes 就是透过某人的眼睛去看什么事情。
Next, we have artificial intelligence, AI.
AI 就是人工智慧 artificial intelligence.
Okay, and that's it for today at Enjoy English School. But we'll catch you next time. I'm Chris Gorski.
I'm Antony.
And we'll see you then. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.